Hello, everybody. I just thought I'll just go live because sometimes it's hard to explain everything when you're, trying to do posts. So let's just check this is all going. And if you are jumping on this live stream, please let me know that you're here and tell me who you are and, say hello. And let's get this video shared. I'm gonna share it in my big groups. Prosperity Unleashed. No, it's not. It's called Prosperity. I don't even know what it's called. It's called Quantum Prosperity. So hello, Breeze. Hi, love. So I wanted to make a video about a couple of issues. Now, I've just written a post, and the post says, I'm going to read you the post. The post says, in my humble opinion, we have a spiritual duty to not buy into each other's sob stories. We have a spiritual duty to call each other out when we are identifying with that which is temporary. We have a spiritual duty to uphold the perfect patterning of our brother and sister before us, regardless of the trauma. Now, this is a very, very complex issue because, of course, we all need love, and we all need to be able to share, and we need people to hold space for us. And of course, that's a very, very natural part of the healing journey, where we find people that are going to hold space for us, because everyone's got PTSD. Everyone's got major trauma from being incarnated into the dualistic matrix where everyone's spiritually asleep. Literally everyone has got PTSD. Everyone has got trauma. Everyone has not been acknowledged for the divine child that they are. Everyone has been literally, oh my God, I'm getting so many messages. Sorry, guys, I just got like about 20 messages all at once then. But we have all experienced extraordinary levels of out of alignment energy in this incarnation, and it's mainly to do with our parents that were mainly sexually abused, emotionally abused, psychologically abused, beaten up, the works. Most people don't know who they are spiritually, and so everyone's just completely and utterly lost at sea, having a human life lost at sea. Everyone's just like, oh, it's all about the material. I just got to do this material, get a job, get a house, get a wife, get a blah blah blah. It's all just material. Forget about the spiritual, it's just material. So because of this situation, everyone is very, very lost at sea. Humanity's lost at sea. And so we've all got trauma, because we're all very, 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 very highly divine, godly beings. And we are born into a world that does not recognize our sacredness and our divinity. And so we are treated like absolute shit for the most part, spiritually, not emotionally. For the most part, most of us get a lot of love. But my mum used to say to me, there's no God, Jen. When you die, you die. There's no God. And I'd be like, oh my God, that's a terrifying thought. What are you doing saying that to me? But that was my mum. She was like, there's no God. When you die, you die. It's just like you just get eaten up by all the bloody ants when you're buried. Do you know what I mean? So I was born into a family which did not have a clue spiritually about who I am. As we all are. I've suffered psychological abuse from my stepfather. He absolutely despised me. He was completely and utterly jealous of me from age 4. I've had terrible issues with men, with not trusting men, with loads. That's my story. That's my story. Now, I can't change my story because my story is what happened to me. But and I'm only talking about myself. I'm not saying this is the way. I'm just saying this is a way that has worked for me. So on my spiritual evolutionary path, I was very, very invested in getting to the bottom of my story. So I had counselors, I had psychologists, I had psychotherapists, I had homeopaths, I had acupuncturists, I had the absolute works. That I used to go there every day, and we used to talk about my story. We used to unpack it. Oh, he said that, she said that, he left me when I was 5, blah blah blah, this is what happened, then she said that, then she said that. That was most of my adult life, was trying to unravel the trauma of my childhood and my story. And every single person that I went to, they would be like, oh, oh yeah, no, that really happened. Oh, it's really shit. Oh, you know, poor you, blah, 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 blah. Now, every time that happened and someone said that to me, that re-empowered my story. That made me feel like, oh my God, like that really, really did happen. So the only way that I was able to get to this place where I'm at now, to be a spiritual leader, blah, 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 whatever it is that I am, is that I had a revelation one day. I was like, I'm not going to get to the bottom of this. This happened to me. And at one point, I've got to put it down, because I've tried the approach of dissecting it, understanding it, pulling it all apart, putting it back together again, and really deeply analyzing it. I've done that job. It didn't work. I'm still in that trauma. I'm still identified with that emotional trauma of abandonment, rejection, and blah, blah, blah. And it was only when I discovered that you could just put your story down. Like you can just put your story down and decide to not use the power of your creative, godly visualization and imaginal genius to keep on co-creating a world that you do not want to live in, i.e. the continual suffering of your story. So I realized I had an awakening. I was like, oh my giddy aunt, every word that comes out of my mouth is a spell that I'm casting. So if I'm going to every friend, counselor, Tom, Dick, or Harry psychologist to say about my story, then what I'm doing is I'm recreating my story. And my unconscious mind is like giving me more and more of what I'm imprinting upon it. So I had this revelation, and this might not be everyone's path. I'm not saying this isn't like the only way. This is the way that I worked out to free myself from my suffering. So because I have 100% freed myself from my suffering, I feel duty bound to share with my brothers and sisters how I did it. It won't resonate for everyone. I've got people commenting on that post going, blah, 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 blah. It's not for everyone. I can only talk about me, how I was the one that got myself out of my shitstorm. Do you know what I mean? Out of the shit show of that is my life. So one day I realized, I was like, oh my God, by being so addicted to my story, I'm just carrying it on. I'm just imprinting this in my subconscious mind that I'm a victim, that I've been rejected, poor me, and all that nonsense. And I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to put my story down, because I'm a co-creator of my reality. My words are co-creating my reality. So the more that I'm addicted to speaking about it, the more I'm perpetuating it. And I don't want to perpetuate it anymore. I'm done with the suffering. I rinsed the suffering to its absolute nth degree. And I was like, I am 100% done with my suffering. And I put it down. And that was in 2011, in November. It was about November the 3rd, 2011. And I have not picked my story up once, not for 1 second of one single day since that fateful day when I put my story down have I picked it up. Now, since that experience, I've had so much joy, so much enlightenment, so much happiness, so much freedom from suffering, that of course I'm going to share with my community how I did that. That's not everyone's path. It's just a path that works. And if you can find another path that can 100% free yourself from all suffering, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like no mean feat to be able to do that. So I'm not really writing stuff for people to argue with me and to say, oh, you know, that's not true and blah, blah, blah. It is true. It's my truth. And it might not resonate with you, and that's okay. But it's my truth. And this is my platform. Do you know what I mean? So I have to say what resonates for me, because this community has been drawn to me. I've got like 30,000 people on my Facebook. You've all been drawn to me, not some other woman that's commenting saying, oh, I don't agree with you, Jen. I don't agree with you. It's like, I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? Like, go and write your own post and people can whatever. This is my truth. So I just want to just state that, because many people still identified with their story, and they really, really think, oh yeah, you know, this all happened to me and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it happened to all of us. You're not the only one. My God. Do you want to know my mum's sob story? I mean, that's absolutely terrible. I don't know anyone that hasn't had a traumatically distressing story from being incarnated. I do not know one single person. I know people that mothers died when they were 7, their mother died when they were 9. They're like, that's the worst story you could ever have. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, if you're gonna keep like identifying as that person that experienced that trauma, you are not going to experience the higher echelons of the frequency that you've come here to experience. And that's okay. You might be like, I just want to experience the 3D paradigm. I want to experience all of the duality of suffering, of it all. Thank you very much. I'm good with that. And of course, we've all signed up for that. But there is a way to free yourself. And I know for a fact that I've freed myself. So if I can free myself, and I was a very, 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 very deep, intense soul with a major story that I was majorly addicted to. If I can do it, anyone could do it. So I just wanted to just share that. I was going to see if anyone's written any comments. G'day, Goddess. G'day, Zoe. I love you so very much. I love you too, Heather. Thanks for sharing, Wise Soul. This is exactly what I did. Some people cannot, like you said, not their path. Everyone has to find what works for them. If you're stuck, just try putting it down. That's it. Now, the reason why that can get misinterpreted is because we are here to hold space. I will sit with you in the deepest shit, and I will sing your soul song back to you. I will do that, but I won't do that if you're going to be draining my energy and kind of like absorbing all my time and energy to deepen your shit. I'm here to sing your soul song back to you, get down to your level, but I'm here to send you a rope to help pull you out of the shit. I'm not here to perpetuate and deepen your story or your wound. I'm not. That's not my job. There's loads of other people that can sign up for that. But that doesn't mean that I won't hold space with you. I'm the best holder of space ever. I've never met anyone. I teach people how to hold space. That's the fundamental teaching of all my containers, is how to hold space. But there's a very, very, very big difference between holding space for someone for them to experience the unraveling of their trauma, and there's a very big difference to sitting with someone and reinforcing their trauma imprints by going, oh yeah, poor you, oh that's terrible, oh poor you. You can do that, or you can find language that is not perpetuating the imprint. Language such as, wow, I really hear you, that must have been a very powerful experience for you. And we can share language to assist our brother or sister to not be identified with their story, because you have to realize you are a divine perfect child of God. Your frequency has dropped in density in order to come into this third dimensional dualistic reality. So in order for us to be calibrated to the third dimension, we have sat at the feet of Mother, Father, God, and we've created a story, an identity, a path for us. And at some point we awaken from the victim narrative aspect of our story to understand that, like for me, my story gave me compassion. It helped me understand suffering. It helped me understand the egoic consciousness. It helped me understand the depth that the brain can identify with trauma and how the brain can be so addicted to trauma. It's taught me about trauma, all of the different aspects of trauma. And so I feel very, very highly adept at working with people to unravel their trauma. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change any of my story, not one single second. I wouldn't change it, because it's made me who I am. And it's made me the very beautiful, angelic, compassionate soul that I am. So it's a very fine line. So we're not running away from each other. What we are doing is we're sitting with each other and we're holding space, but we're just making sure that we're not re-imprinting that identification. This is a very, very sensitive, very subtle subject, and not everyone is going to be ready to be hearing what I'm saying here. People are not going to be evolved enough to be able to fully grasp what I'm saying, because it's a little bit of a juxtaposition. It's a little bit of a contradiction in a way, because what we're saying is like to put down your story, but we're also saying that we also are duty bound to hold space for each other. And yes, it's both. It can be both. I can sit there with you in the shit, and I can hold space for you to unravel your trauma, and I can assist you to not identify with it, to not re-traumatize yourself in the telling of that story. I can also assist you and coach you to put your story down. From my perspective is I tried everything to analyze my story, to clear my story, to get to the bottom of my story, to fully understand it, to fully come to terms with it. And I gave it 25 years of my best shot. And I'm a rather brilliant soul, and I didn't do it. I didn't make it. The only way that I got through this was I was like, you know what, this my story, all the abandonment, all of the rejection, all of the emotional abuse, all the psychological abuse, all of the trauma, all of the pain, all of the suffering, all of the rejection, all of the abandonment, the whole shebang, I've got to put it down. And one day on the 3rd of November 2011, I put that story down. And I realized that my vibration is naturally buoyant and it's naturally high, but my story and my identification with my story is keeping my vibration very, very, very low. And so when I put my story down, all of a sudden my vibration went through the roof, because it is our identification with our suffering which keeps our vibration down. So I had a direct experience of putting down my story and suddenly boom shakalaka, welcome home 5D.com. Do you know what I mean? So that's my direct experience, and I can only share with you from my own direct experience. So you probably don't need to analyze your story anymore. You probably don't need any more people to say poor you or anything like that. I would highly recommend, and this is you know, this is what my containers are all about. They help you put your story down. But I just wanted to just clarify that, because I made that post and I was like, oh my God, it is going to be open to so much misinterpretation. It's absolutely unbelievable. So I just had to clarify that. All right, boom shakalaka, Zoe. Right, what's going on here then? Hold on a minute. I've just got to open up. I've got to see your comment. Oh my God, what is going on? Right. It must have been a big relief to let it all go. Yes. Hi, I did this a few years ago. I got out of my shitstorm. Yes, this is exactly. Yes, thank you for sharing. Yes. So good to hear what you were saying, Jen. I've been thinking this for a while. Just let the story go and don't perpetuate it. Yes, I like you, Jen. You made me think. I changed my. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Jalanta, that you like me. Love what you're talking about. Put the story down. You're so right. Some people enjoy living in their story. Yes, totally agree, and has been my experience. Great, you made it. I was very much Mrs. Fix It, because I wanted to help everyone, but I since realized through working with Jen that they can only help themselves, but we can still hold space. Absolutely, we can still hold space. Balancing with love, two different things. Yep. Must have been a big relief. Oh my God, big relief. That's like... The power of mind, we can choose to stop it or invest in it. I believe rationality and emotion must be balanced. Yes. Years ago, I said out loud that I was 100% okay with every second of my life, and that made me who I am. I immediately found a huge shift, and everything changed for the better. I was like, I had the answer to all the questions I previously had been worried about, but no longer the answers. Yeah. So that's not to say, oh my God, what's going on here? Quantum prosperity. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. So that's not to say, like, we're not here, like I'm here to support you into 5D. Do you know what I mean? I'm here to hold your hand. I'm here to get down and get dirty with you so that we can all rise together. I'm here to even go into the flipping chrysalis with you and support you in your gooey process. Like, that's my job. We're not talking about abandoning anyone. Like, we're here deeply to hold space for each other. Like, I'm here to hold space for every single one of my brothers and sisters. I am holding space for your brilliance, your magnificence, your perfection. I'm holding space for that. I am not holding space for your egoic identification with your sob story that you chose, that you curated while sat at the feet of Mother, Father, God in order to have this experience. That's not what I am. You know, it's like that is what we are here to evolve from. That is what we are here to transcend. That is what we are here. That is what gives us all the experience. Like, without my story, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have compassion. I wouldn't understand suffering. I wouldn't understand trauma. I wouldn't understand how to navigate out of it. Like my story is very, very important in the fact that it's got me to where I am. But if I was still identified with it, I wouldn't be a way shower. I wouldn't be a teacher. I wouldn't be a spiritual activator. I'd be just like lost in 3D land still. And that's okay. No one's judging anyone. No one's judging. 3D's great, 4D's great, 5D's great, 6D's great. God's like, yeah, it's all great. Wow, my children are getting to have these experiences in these dimensional densities. Like there's no judgment. There's no judgment. But what I am experiencing is suffering. And so if I can assist you to free yourself from your suffering, I will share with you the codes that worked for me. It's not the only way, it's just a way that worked for me. So what does Zoe says, how do you feel about making new declarations stated in the I am for unconscious agreements? That's very, very good. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Zoe. Aloha, gorgeous Sherry. Right. Now share this video, guys, because so many people in your community are wanting to receive this information. So this is the theme of the day. This is all to do with the astrology while this is all going on. Please share this video, share it into your groups. Let's do this. But Jen, I feel like I fucked up and I got off mission. I was well on the way and then I just made a series of wrong turns. That's okay. You don't need to make a story out of that. You just go, okay, that's what happened. And now I'm going to focus on solutions. So what me and Finn do all the time, we're like, we can identify the problem, but we don't feed and invest in the problem. Once we've identified the problem, we are 100% focused on the solution. So Jennifer, you said, okay, I've got off my mission. Well, then what's the solution? What the solution is, you write a list of getting back on your mission. How do I get back on my mission? I do a live video every day for 28 days in my Facebook. I send out an email to everyone on my email list. I connect with that person that I had an issue with. Like whatever it is, you focus on the solution. My story is not who I am. It's just the vesicle. Yes. Hello, what a lovely day. Have shared in your groups. Thank you, Zoe, darling. Right, can we do it so that not only Zoe is sharing? Go on, let me be impressed. Okay, now I also want to speak to you about something very, very important that I got the download yesterday. And this is what has triggered this whole thing. So basically, hold on. Oh God, I've turned. Right, this is it. So yesterday, I don't exactly know how it all got triggered, but yesterday I had this thought. I was like, so I've been doing a lot of work with coaches, yeah, really, really helping coaches go to the next level with their business and stuff like that. And because my job is really to empower the leaders and the facilitators to go out there and to work with groups so that all these codes are getting just passed on exponentially as much as possible. So I'm very, very deeply drawn to work with coaches and facilitators and stuff like that. So what I discovered, I was meditating yesterday and I received a very, very clear download. And what I was shown is that the reason why I have been able to attract such a massively huge community, and the reason why I've been able to literally achieve all my financial goals, is because of my nervous system. My nervous system is very, 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 very calm. My nervous system is calibrated to the 0 point. My nervous system is calibrated to presence, to absolute presence. I have trained myself to show up in the present moment, like 100% of the day. That is my spiritual practice, and that's how I show up in the world as someone who is present. Now, because of that, my nervous system is always in a state of calm. It's always in a very, very expanded state. It's in a state whereby it can hold a lot. It can hold a lot of tribe members, and it can hold a great fat deal of abundance. So what I'm noticing is that all these people that are coming to work with me, they're not necessarily having the breakthroughs that I would expect them to be having. And the reason why that is, as per my team is because there's issues going on with their nervous system. So even though you're doing the visualizations, even though you're doing the affirmations, if your nervous system is not calibrated at a frequency whereby it is calm and it is able to hold, then you are not going to be a vibrational alignment with that which you are putting out into the universe. So because of that, I'm really, really excited about this, because I think this is a game changer for so many coaches and so many facilitators, is to do with their relationship with their own nervous system. This is for everyone, but I am specifically referring to the coaches and the facilitators, because I really think that once they get their nervous system in alignment, that will then have a knock-on effect to all the participants that take part in their containers and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing through quite a lot of teachings around the nervous system, which I'm really, really excited about. The first one is going to be a masterclass. I'm going to do probably a 2-hour masterclass to just go through all of the sort of like discussions about the whole nervous system and about what it is, how it works, and what's been going on with it. And we'll do exercises to calm our nervous system. This will then be an introduction to come and join a 3-week, 21-day process container to really, really, really transform your nervous system and work with spiritual practices and spiritual principles in the space of an amazing container, in order to activate that timeline transformation, to get you on that trajectory of completely and utterly having your nervous system on board with you and your spiritual expansion in all ways. So I'm going to be doing a masterclass that will lead on to a 21-day container for the lucky souls that's basically going to be capped, that group, because I want to make it an intimate group. And I'm also going to be turning it into a course. So I'm actually going to be creating a course, I think I wrote the name of it. If you go to my Instagram stories, I channeled it all last night, but I was getting so many downloads, guys, about this nervous system business. And this is all to do with everything that I'm saying today is all connected to this whole thing about the nervous system, and the fact that, like, until we can get our nervous system in check, then it's going to be very difficult for us to really, really manifest at a level that we can manifest from. So it's very important. It's like a missing link. It's going to be like the missing link. There are so many coaches that I'm connecting to that they've got so many codes. They've even got a community. There's just like a missing link. What is the missing link? It's going to be this. This is going to be the missing link. So I did a video yesterday, and I said to everyone, if you want to go on the pre-book list, please email me. So if you want to go on the pre-book list for the masterclass, please email me at cosmicgypsy33@gmail.com. I'll put that. Zoe, darling, can you just write my email in the comments, and I'll put your name on the pre-book list. And everyone that goes on the pre-book list always gets like a massive discount to the work. So if something that excites you and you want to do it, then please let me know. So I love it. I'm so unprepared have you noticed that, guys? I'm so unprepared for my videos. I'm like, I just want to do a video, and I'm like, don't even bother like checking myself at all. Never mind. Anyway, my story is, yes, we all slip up. It's an ongoing process. Thank you, sweetheart. Come on, Jen's tribe. Let's share these pearls of wisdom. Yes, Jen is live. Yeah, I can vouch for that. Shared lots of groups. Thank you, Kelly, darling. Yes, we're surrounded by so much fear. Such great timing by the universe that we are meeting after this live. I engage the parasympathetic nervous system lots in a day. I totally agree, Jen. This is integral. Yes. Sally Ann, that's one of the reasons I've not taken part in a container yet, but I will when I'm ready. Nervous system. I'm abundant, but no, I can manifest more. Questions be 3/3 tribe. Yeah. So this is very, very important, brothers and sisters. And the fact that I've been speaking about this has been triggering quite a lot of people in their community, and everyone's thinking, oh, that's the reason why I haven't been achieving and manifesting my heart's desires. But don't make that into a story. Remember, an instrument is empty. All instruments are empty. A guitar's empty, a flute is empty, a drum is hollow, because they're free to receive the grace of the divine. we're all vessels, we're all instruments. But if we're filled up with our story, this happened to me, that happened to me, she said this, he said that he ignored me, then we're not empty. We're not empty, and that's okay. That's okay. No one's judging you. Like, this is between you and you. Like, this is not a competition. There's no competition. It's between you and you, and that's okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one has to become. Do you know what I mean? It's like you go at your own pace. But there are so many ways that we can get out of suffering, you know. And I really genuinely do feel duty bound to share my ways that I got out of suffering, because I've experienced it all. It's not like I suddenly was just like, you know, like, I've been through it all, guys. I've had to go through so much. Well, not it all, but I've gone through so much in this lifetime in order to be able to really deeply understand suffering and trauma, and understanding that we're here to be empty, you know. We're not here to fill ourselves up. Because when we fill ourselves up with our story, we're not being present. We're not being present. We're like, well, we're in the past, of the trauma in the past, or, oh my God, this might happen in the future. And that is your ego. You're trapped in the ego. If you're not present, you're trapped in the ego. The presence, divine presence, is right now, right here, right now. And so, and that's it. We're really divine children. I follow Andrew. Who's Andrew? Andrew. Oh, I don't know Andrew Bart's. I needed this for years. I was listening to Andrew and Natalie, God bless her soul, talking about spiritual DNA and the parasympathetic nervous system, but I never. Someone take care of that and bring the three codes on the planet for such healing. Brooksy, darling. Anyway, so I just wanted to say that it's not a really long drawn out thingamajigs. It says, yeah, it is important though. This nervous system work, very, very, very important. So yeah, then it's obvious how high vibration you are. Those pain pockets to sneak up on you. Those pain pockets to sneak up on you. Don't know what you mean, Jennifer. When I concentrate on being present with my son, his vibe goes through the roof. Wow, yeah, that's amazing, Zoe. Yeah. Top tip, be present with our kids. Yes. So anyway, these are my clothes. These are the clothes that I like to wear, guys. I'm very holy, don't you know? I'm a very holy person. Look. And what's amazing is that I've nearly got through a video without going into my Scottish accent. I can't believe that. Oh no, Archie Bear. Archie Bear. I nearly did a video without doing my Scottish accent. I am very holy, aren't I, Zoe? This is proof. Yeah, it's a complex issue. It's like we have to do the work. We have to arrive home. Like, we've got to arrive home. We got to teach you how to do the act. Oh no. Oh no, Jimmy. No, Heather. We're not going to do that. I'm telling you. We're not going to do that. Oh my God. I'm going to read the comments now. Okay. I consider myself so strong, and then all of a sudden I experience and it gets all weak, and now I feel vulnerable, not making it into a story, and it's just a moment. How I feel is like my nervous system changed. Sorry, Jennifer, I'm going to read it again. I consider myself so strong, and then all of a sudden I experienced and I got so weak, and now I feel so vulnerable. But that's just what you're going on. It's not making it into a story. I feel vulnerable. Sometimes I feel vulnerable. I'm like, Finn, I feel vulnerable. I'm not making it into a story. I'm just being vulnerable. I'll ring Zoe and go, Zoe, I feel vulnerable. I'm not making it into a story. It's just what we feel. We're just like a child. What's a great idea, Zoe? What's a great idea? God, the subtitles have me. No. Right, I'm going to read some of these thingamajigs. Right, so okay. Oh God, write out in your story. I'll read it out in different accents. We'll get you laughing. Oh, oh no, not the story.
not the story. So I'll tell you my story with a Scottish accent. I have a very sad story. So my dad left my mum when she was 23, when she was pregnant. So I was born in the world without a dad. Can you believe that? My dad, he went to Australia. Israel. He went to Israel. Can't say that in a Scottish accent. And then my mum, she met this well dodgy geezer and he effed things up for me. It's quite hard doing an accent with your story, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God, it's because you gotta engage the emotions. Oh my God. So anyway, right, I'm gonna go on the zone. Now, it was terrible. My story was terrible. So I had no dad. Oh my God. Honestly, I can't tell you my story. You'd be like, no, honestly. It's too sad. My story's too sad. You'd all be freaking crying. I'm not going to tell you it. I'm not. I've put it down. I want my story down. I put it down in 2011. Never to be picked up again. Kelly, well, how would you rate my Scottish accent now? Lass, I'm from US. My Scottish is a bit harder than yours. No. So anyway, we're talking about the nervous system. We are talking about a bit the nervous system. We need to recalibrate the nervous system. The nervous system is what's got out of whack. It's all got out of the kilter. Oh God. Oh no. What am I going to do? We need to recorrect the nervous system. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. Okay? Right. So, jot your name down. There are some things that are very hard to say with a Scottish accent. I am not going to lie. Oh my God, I've got an Orkney dialect. Oh my God. Am I genuine? Kelly, would you say that I am genuine? Would you say, if you heard my accent, would you be like, that lass, she's from Orkney? Because the only person I've got to share my accent with is my son, and he is not impressed. I'm not going to lie. He says, Mom, it's rubbish. And I'm like, what? It's not rubbish. What do you mean? I will give you voice coaching lessons, son. He's like, no, Mum, I'm all right. No, Mum, I'm all right. I'm like, Finn, you know that I will teach you how to do Scottish accent. He's like, nah, Mum, I'm all right. Anyway, we have digressed so much. Thank you, Zoe. I'm very suspicious when he says it's crap. I'm like, no, this is not a crap accent, Finn. It's not crap. It may be a bit dodgy, but it's not crap. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Zoe? Anyway, I'm losing viewers now. How many have we got? Oh, we got 44, my favourite number, guys. My dad is joking, he's from Clearbank. Oh no, don't believe it. Oh, Heather. I do, hon. I do. You're really good at saying crap. I'm great at saying crap. Oh no, I am. I was like, I could say Finn. I could teach you how to say crap. It's crap. Guys, so anyway, there's something serious going on. I keep channeling this Scottish character. The Scottish character keeps coming through. And I'm thinking, I've got to go to Scotland. I've got to go to the Rosalind Chapel in Scotland and find the Holy Grail. Do you know what I mean? The Holy Grail. It's meant to be in the bloody Rosalind Chapel. But I was like, no, the Holy Grail's in flipping under the Thames. Mrs. from Roxy, Jen, you're gorgeous. You're like the girls I was drawing in my notebooks when I was a kid. My princess looked like you. Oh gosh. Kelly, no. Kelly, it's Rosalind Chapel. No way. I'm coming up to Rosalind Chapel, Kelly Easton. Can you believe that? I'm like, what is going on with this Scottish accent? I'm like, I can't stop talking Scottish. Oh my God. And I'm like, I think I've got to go to Scotland. I've got to go to Scotland. And I'm like, is it Liam? Is Liam like really a Highlander? And he's like so Scottish that he's become one with me. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, the new. So got 44. We still got 44. Haven't lost anyone. Oh my God. Yes, Rosalind, give me a call. Can meet there. All right, Kel. Yeah, we'll meet you there. I'll meet you there, hum. All right, guys. So we've covered a lot. We've covered the nervous system. We've covered putting down our stories. We've covered Scotland. We've covered Rosalind Chapel. We've covered a bit about Orkney Islands as well. We've discussed about the New. We've talked about, but most importantly, we've talked about the recalibration of the nervous system. So it's very good. It is a Scottish song about the high road. My mum's name is Rosalind Lowe, but the secret scrolls are underneath the foundations. That's what I thought. So yes, all right. We've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we, my dears? And I trust that you're all going to share this video like a mama. And that's it. That's my message, guys. Archie, have you got anything to say? Anything to share? Ooh, did you get that, guys? Did you get that transmission from Archie? It was quite subtle. Take the high road. Okay, guys, there's my Christmas tree as well. Have a little look at my living room while we're here. So that was it then. That was my message. It was an interesting one, wasn't it? Archie, anything else to say goodbye to everyone? Just tell them all you love them. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Hazel. Today we saw the Woof mantra to clear the old story. Okay, guys, so yeah, for today's just joined pre-booking. Right, so we're doing the nervous system recalibration masterclass. Let's do this. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'll probably do it after the 12:12. It's Loch Lomond, the song. And so I will, we need to get the pre-book list until I'm not going to send it out until I've got at least 50 people on the pre-book list, because if I get 50 people on the pre-book list, that means it's going to be worth doing it. So if you want me to do this workshop, please send me your email address and I will put your name down as part of the pre-book list to cosmicgypsy33@gmail.com, and we will pick up this discussion. But when we're talking about putting down our story, it's the most loving, deeply compassionate thing you will ever hear me say. And that's not because I don't love you, it's because I love you more than life itself that I'm inviting you to do that. So please don't misinterpret what I'm saying by the fact that we're not here to listen to each other and we're not here to hold space for each other. Of course we are, but we're here to hold the perfect patterning of each other. I am a Christ being, you are a Christ being. I'm here to hold that pattern of your perfect Christic nature. You may have forgotten that. You may have forgotten your soul song. You may have been identifying with your suffering, and that's okay. But my job as your sister is to hold that space of you, of your perfect patterning, so that then I'm holding that vibration and that will help you level back up.
as a sister, if you come to me and say, I'm suffering, this happened to me, I want this to happen, I want that to happen, and I get down on your level and say, wow, yeah, no, that's really out of order, that really, really shouldn't have happened, and start really agreeing with you and validating your story and the fact that you are identified with your story, that is not freeing you from that trajectory of suffering. That is actually deepening your commitment to that path of suffering, and that's not what I'm here for. And I'm perfectly fine with being misunderstood, I'm perfectly fine with being judged. I really couldn't give a flying shit, because this is between me and God. I'm here to serve God. I'm here to serve the God in all of you, and that's going to mean that going to mean that I show up in a certain way that's going to serve your higher self. It's not going to serve your ego, so your ego may easily misinterpret where I'm coming from, and I'm cool with that. I'm 100% cool with that, because my heart is 100% pure, and I want to serve you, and I want to serve the God in you, and I want to serve God, and that's it. So if it gets misinterpreted, I'm cool with that. If people think I'm uncompassionate, I'm cool with that. I know who I am. People that really know me know who I am, and they absolutely know I am invested in your liberation. I am not invested in your victim story. I am not invested in perpetuating that suffering. I'm here to show you that actually the door to the prison of the mind is actually open, and we can just fly out. Okay, I'm not here to get in the cage with you and lock the door and go, yes, it's absolutely a shit show on 3D. That's not my job. My job is to say, oh, look, there's a little opening there. We could just like fly away out of 3D into 5D and and we could put it all down. That's my job. Embody the highest frequency to help elevate others. Yes, my sister. So that's it. That is the message. And may we all take inspiration from this. May we all deeply remember and hold that perfect patterning of our beautiful brother and sister that is before us. And may we sing their soul song back to them when they have forgotten. That is our duty, without penetrating their identification with their victim narrative. That's not what it's about. And that is definitely not what I'm about. So it's a high level message. Not everyone's going to get it. Not everyone's going to be vibrationally aligned with this message, and I'm cool with that. So on that note, thank you all so much for listening. Thank you for sharing this video. Very, very important that we share this video, share these codes. And oh, Zoe, I had 44 a minute ago. Oh no. A lot. No, it says I've got 44 now. How weird. That squashy song is perfect. Taking the high road. Taking the high road. Don't know that one. So yeah, amazing. That's it, guys. That's my message. Thank you all for being absolutely wonderful hanging out with you. I'm not going to lie. And also I'm going to put this on YouTube now. So big shout out to my YouTube community. I love you all so much. You're so beautiful. The messages you send me are absolutely amazing. And I'm so deeply grateful. So I may organise a retreat, a spiritual retreat in Scotland. I'm thinking that, so if anyone's got any information about Scotland, about a retreat, maybe I'll just go on that Airbnb and hire like a massive manor house in Scotland or something near the Roslin Chapel. But I feel like I'm meant to do grid work up in Scotland, and so I'll let you all know about that. It's going to be amazing, and I'll have to just like do a little bit of research, find out about that Scotland situation, and we'll go and do work in Roslin Chapel. So we're going to work with the Rose Line, Mary Magdalene Rose Line. Let's do this. All right, beautiful soul family. Love you all. Sending you so many blessings from my heart. Oh my God, Scotland is amazing. I can help. Have visited there. Lormond. Thank you, Heather, for doing some investigation. Amazing. So, guys, that's it. Oh, hello, Sophie Faith. We're going now. Orkney. Yeah. Oh my God, Jen, there's an awesome place with traditional Romany caravans. You can live with llamas. Oh my God. Yeah, just send me any information about like where I can host a retreat in Scotland, guys. Yeah, and that's it. I've joined this really amazing group called Quantum Collaboration of Coaches, and I've met this really beautiful sister called Daniela, really beautiful sister from Liverpool, and there's a chance I might become an admin of this group because I really, really want to work with coaches. I really, really deeply want to work with other coaches. So I think I might be going live with Daniela tomorrow in this new group. So if I do, I'll let you all know, and you can come and join us, because Danielle, she's really beautiful soul sister, like definitely. So it'd be lovely for us all to meet her. So I will post the link, but thank you all for sharing this video, and thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the love. And thank you to Zoe for posting all the links. So let's do this. Love you guys. Namaste. Mwah.